So this is me. My name is Travis Ridgen. I'm a goalie, and I spent the last 2 seasons playing professional hockey in Sweden, specifically last year where I played for a team called Varberg, just north of Gothenburg, the second biggest city in Sweden. Today I want to take you through a day in the life of a professional hockey goaltender, what I do in a day. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this is not what every single day looks like or what even most days look like. This is just my busiest day of the week. So I thought the busiest day would be the best day to show you because it's the most action, from on ice to the off ice in the gym, nutritional talk. This is today's video, and this is a day in my life as a professional hockey goaltender. Let's begin. At the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream. So I'm born and raised in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It's where I spend most of my summer, and this can be a good thing or a bad thing, I guess, obviously depending on who you ask in this city. But this here is my apartment that I share with my lovely, beautiful girlfriend, and at the moment she's putting sunscreen on me because she knows that I won't. After that, it is out the door, and this is where we begin the training. So it's Sunday night right now, around 8 p.m., and right now I'm doing what we call Fat Camp. So Fat Camp is the cardio side of the workout and the training. It is plus 38. This is Fat Camp. So essentially I'm biking 3.5 kilometers in one direction at about 90% speed, 1 minute break, and then we repeat that over 3 more times. So 4 total reps, totaling 14 kilometers. And this route spans over the Winnipeg Transway Pass, which, as you can see here on the screen, the reason I do it here is that there's no traffic interfering with me, and I can accurately and statistically measure my performance every time I go to do this. So that's tonight. I go to bed, try to get a good sleep in, wake up early, and then we'll start training for tomorrow. So Monday morning, I usually wake up around 5 a.m., but because I'm filming today, I woke up probably around 4:45, just so I wasn't being rushed. First thing I do when I wake up, I bury a liter of water when I wake up, make sure I'm hydrated, make a cup of joe because I'm an absolute coffee junkie. Now my calories are tight these days, which we'll talk about a little bit later, so I just take a coffee black for now. Quick roll out on my Verta roller, and I'm out the door to the first training session of the day. It's about a 25-minute bike ride, 9 kilometers or 6 miles, depending on how you measure, and this is down the Transway that I was down earlier last night, and it's into downtown Winnipeg to my Jiu Jitsu training studio. This place is called Don't Survive, Thrive, and this is the session. So class starts usually around 6:30 a.m. and right here is Master Daniel running us through today's theme, which was triangles. And luckily today's class was actually really solid. Almost everybody in the studio was a blue belt, except for me, which I'm a white belt. And it's a really good challenge because of how smart and how intelligent guys are. Now, maybe you're asking yourself, why jiu-jitsu? Well, first off, there's no punches, there's no kicks, there's no actual damage being taken. It's just groundwork, so limited chance of being injured. And more specifically, I would say mixed martial arts is the only sporting position on the planet more detailed and technical than goaltending. Reason being that it's a game of inches and degrees of separation, just like in hockey, except the consequences are more severe. Instead of the puck going in the net, you skate back to center ice. With mixed martial arts, a mistake means somebody potentially breaking your face, choking you out cold, or snapping your arm. So it's really, really good practice for helping me maintain the same level of focus, if not more, that I need on the ice, but without putting the mileage on the hips and knees. So from here, I got a bike to my mom's, which is about like a 20-minute bike ride away, and then pick up my gear and then go to hockey. I know it really doesn't make much sense. Like, how does a hockey player go like without a car? Because I don't own a vehicle. Like, this is my vehicle. Let me explain with the voiceover. I do not own a vehicle. I bike literally everywhere around Winnipeg, and my bike is my vehicle. Why, you may ask? Well, gas is $2 a liter. It was actually 55 cents in March of 2020, and the inflation is at an all-time high. All this packaged together is why I can't afford a vehicle, and I bike everywhere. And I also think that it's the effect of living in Sweden for 2 years because you really don't need a vehicle to get around anywhere there. So I've kind of adapted to the Swedish way of life. Now, how do I get to hockey? You're probably asking. Well, I bike down to my mom's, pack up all my gear, and this here is Zach. He works for Evolution Hockey Winnipeg, and he usually picks me up and drives me to the rink, which is actually not too far away. And today we're skating at Dakota Community Center in Winnipeg. You may recognize this guy. He runs the skate. World's greatest manager ever in the history of roller sports.
Are you sure about this?
Oh yeah!
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
How's the chest feel?
Feels good.
So the skate this morning is not a goalie coaching session. It's actually a private one-on-one for Owen Pickering. He's probably going to go in the first round of the draft in the next week or two.
I'm Owen Pickering. I play for the Swift Current Broncos in the WHL. I'm going to score on Trav a bunch today.
So this is an hour-long ice session, and apologies in advance for how foggy the camera is. I think it just kind of shows you how humid it really is, both outside and in the rink. I mean, it was plus 38, plus 40 a few hours ago, and now we're skating indoors. Now, I usually get the first 10 to 15 minutes for me time to do skating, working on my edges. Right here, I'm basically working on trying to get the edges warm and keep working on getting my weight forward, like I mentioned previously. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people may laugh at the fact that Owen is only 18 and he's, to be quite honest with you, having his way with me, but he is a first-round pick, or at least soon to be, for a reason. He's the best of the best of the best. And even though I am 25 at the time of recording this video, he challenges me to be a lot better. And it comes back to what I mentioned with the jiu-jitsu training from this morning. Goaltending is the second most detail-driven sporting position on the planet, and you need 105% focus at all times if you want to be good. And this is a moment that I need it. It's basic skills like this that when you can master them, It's when you're gonna see the biggest results, at least I think. So I'm using the boards right here as support to find the right balance, to find that right feel my weight forward. It may sound basic, but it's very, very challenging to find that right feel I'm finding. And after that, I started making some saves. I wasn't collapsing my hands down to my knees, but more importantly, I was making saves in front of my body. No pre-shot movement with my hands, which is basically keeping my goddamn hands in one place. Don't move them, don't tense up before the shot is taken. Sounds simple, hard to do when you have an elite level shooter that will absolutely pick you apart if you even give them a half inch. All this seems simple, but you factor in a moving target, that being Owen, a very skilled player I may add. It's an absolute daily challenge to try to keep all these boxes checked, but it's why I keep doing this, because I love chasing down these goals. I'll be honest with you, Owen hitting all 3 posts here may quite possibly be one of the most satisfying things I did all day. And to be honest, I really didn't even do anything, which is the funny part. For the rest of the skate though, we talk back and forth about what I'm seeing, what he's seeing, and honestly making each other a little bit better. At least I'd like to think. With me needing Owen's help probably a little bit more than he needs mine. And as far as his perspective goes, he's trying to use his feet to change up the angle of the puck, the absolute flagship that Austin Matthews has created and changed the game with over the last couple of years. And that alone honestly makes my goal today really hard to accomplish, because Owen is a moving target, the puck is moving, I have to move to stay honest with him. It's very difficult when you factor all that in, trying to stay forward with the shoulders on top of the puck. Very simple, but very hard to execute. And by the way, on this play right here, Owen absolutely taking my jock strap for a walk. And I gotta admit it. Now, right here after I'm practicing getting my weight forward again. Again, it's not perfect, but it's my front of focus in front of mind. By the way, a lot of shaft saves today, which you'll see more of in a bit. By the way, Owen almost killed the camera here. Right here's a little Johnny Quick style pad save. I used to love watching Jonathan Quick as a kid when I was growing up. He's still one of my favorites, but it's always fun to make those saves. Now right here, Owen beats me under the arm. The old saying, nothing through you, nothing underneath you. You gotta have that one. That's a tough one to be given up. That's also, by the way, another reason some people ask why I keep my hands so close to my body. I like to work my way in, out. So that way there's only really one save to make for me. It's moving my hands out, and the shooter has to beat around me instead of through me, being a big guy at 6'5". Again, that's just my personal preference. Now, at the end of the skate, I basically would tell Owen if he would score to go again, because I'm not ending the day on a goal and on a bad vibe. And then when I stop it, I tell him to go again, because one's weak, two's a streak, and I want back-to-back saves. I'm competitive, he's competitive, and I think it makes us both better. By the way, last shot of the day right here, off the stick, off the shaft, broke my stick. I only used this Hyperlight stick for probably 3 skates before it broke, and it's probably the 3rd one that I've had that broke in under 3 weeks. By the way, Bauer also is not warranting the stick. It's an absolute joke. But anyway, on to more positive things. So when he's pulling and dragging the puck, it's such a difficult save to make, because I'm trying to be honest with him and stay square with him, but I have to move at the same. It's just so many. Austin Matthews changed the game. Speaking of changing the game, I need a new stick. This lasted all of a week. I'm gonna get naked and I'm gonna go shower. For those asking, shave paddle. I shave the paddle down like Bobrovsky. I just like the feel better. Could be a little smoother, but I got the busted twig. So after that, Zach dropped me and my gear off back at my mom's. Stopped for a few minutes to play with my cat, because come on, she's literally the world's cutest cat. Grabbed my bike, headed back home. About a 20-minute bike ride to my apartment down the bike path. Look at that. Let's talk about food, nutrition, and my weight. So I'm 6'5", 215 at this moment in time, about 5 pounds away from my goal of being 210. 205, we're feeling lucky, but I don't know how attainable 205 is right now, if we're being honest. After all my activities right now, I'm having 1 scoop of collagen powder with about 1 liter of water, and then my protein shake. It's basically natural peanut butter, a big black banana, a little bit of water, and 3 scoops of protein powder, and an anti-inflammatory creamer that's pretty good, to be honest. Tastes a lot like coconut. I found right now with eating about 2,300 calories a day, I struggle a lot with hunger. Putting my protein shake in the ice cream machine makes my cravings go away. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason, eating ice cream for 10 minutes compared to drinking for 20 seconds, it tricks the mind into thinking that you're full. I don't know why this works, but I found this really helped, and I actually got this trick from my personal trainer, which brings us to our final activity of the day, my workout at 3 p.m. This right here is the Gains Performance Studio. Brian never really played any hockey, but he is my trainer and he has been for the last 3 years. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't come back to him if I didn't think he did a damn good job. So right now our workouts are about low reps, high weight. We have about 4 to 6 weeks before I'm going to be leaving Winnipeg. We're in stage 3 of the summer training, stage 3 of 3. I'm starting things off here with a quick push, quick feet, and a ball slam against the wall. May seem simple, but again, quick feet, weight forward, explosive power. Right here, we're doing some fire hydrants, helping to open up the hips a bit more, but more importantly, adding some range of motion that I need in my butterfly and my reverse VH post work. specifically functional range of motion. At the beginning of the summer, we were just using my body weight. Now, being so far into the program, we're using bands, and here we're doing kettlebell sways, which is basically more of a groin stretch than anything. Next up, single leg deadlifts. Now, I'll be honest, these are tough and they absolutely burn. They are working the hammies. And after that, we usually do shoulder exercises, which I also forgot to film. And then we finish up with some cardio, sled push for 10 reps. I believe we have about 225 pounds on the sled machine. I could be wrong, but I do believe that is what we have on today. And that concludes the workout. Headed back home on my bike, about a 10-minute bike ride. And right now it's about 5:30 p.m. Started making dinner. Tonight I'm doing steak wraps, pan-seared steak, buffalo sauce, homemade I might add, beans, corn, cherry tomatoes, put it in a nice tortilla, toast it up, and boom, this is dinner. All right, so that's basically it. That's dinner right there. So this is gonna be about, I think, 1,200 something calories. I'll put the information on the screen. This is going to cap off my eating for the day. I like eating more towards the end of the day, like all the big calories, because then I'm not going to bed starving. It's just, I find it so much harder fast at the end of the day than at the beginning. So this is going to be the rest of the 2,300 calories for the day. So that's a full day in my life as a professional hockey goaltender. I want to share a few final quick notes with you before I wrap up, but I know a lot of you are going to be asking, where are you playing for next season? And if I'm being honest with you, I don't really know at this moment in time recording the video, but what I do know is that wherever I'm going to be signing, I'm going to be taking my Ridge wallet with me. I've been using my Ridge wallet for over 2 years now. Ridge wallets basically has my last name on it. It's the best money can buy. They're amazing wallets. They're light, portable, stylish, and more importantly, they're backed by a lifetime warranty. The folks at Ridge are not like the scumbags at Bauer that won't warranty my stick after it breaks after 3 skates. Ridge has a lifetime warranty. If you break your wallet for any reason, they'll send you a new one. You can even take slap shots with it and it will not break, as you can see here in the video. And if you click that first link in the video description and you use the code TRAVSUCKS at checkout at ridgewallets.com, you're gonna get 10% off the best wallet money can buy. And I wanna say thank you so much to Ridge Wallets for sponsoring this video and also making it possible. Now, I have a few final things I wanna share with you before we recap this video.
You know, I'll be honest, like there's a lot of days like I don't want to do the stuff that I need to do, like fat camp in really hot weather. I don't want to do it. The diet, the nutritioning, I'll be honest, like I'm not perfect with it. I mean, like today's Sunday. Sunday's usually I let loose a little bit more. Like just before I came here, I was having an oatmeal and date cookie because my girl and I, we just came from the beach. We got some cookies, we had some fun. I do as much work as I can, but I also don't want to hate my life. So it's a balance of hard work, trying to enjoy yourself, because I feel like you burn out too fast if you're just go all the time. Like you don't enjoy life. Keep in mind at the same time, like I play hockey for a living. This is better than any cubicle job, any accounting job, any construction job. Like this is the greatest job in the world. And with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching this day in life. Hit the subscribe button. And until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.